Go past the velvet ropes and straight into the VIP with HK.
HK doing it to it. We are backstage, and guess what? I'm ready to get famous with AJR. What's up, fellas?
We're doing well. How are you?
Fantastic. Everybody, let's go around the horn here. Everybody identify themselves.
I'm Adam.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jack, and we are AJR.
There you go. Listen, guys, I'm curious. So, how'd you come up with your name? No, I'm only kidding. I just had to say that. I'm only kidding. Let's talk about the sound, the AJR sound. You know, it's funny. Before we came on camera and on mic, we were having a fun conversation about, you know, old school hip hop and contemporary hip hop today. And one of the things I love about the sound of the group is you guys incorporate a lot of different stuff. I'm hearing a lot of different textures and layers in there. So let's talk about how that came about.
Yeah, so I guess, first and foremost, we're huge fans of 1960s music. Simon and Garfunkel, Beach Boys, Beatles, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Like, we grew up on all that, so it's kind of ingrained in our minds, and that's how we know how to write, basically, you know? So that's first and foremost. And then we're also kind of obsessed with so many different genres, with like current pop music, with indie, with a lot of hip hop, with EDM. And so just kind of naturally, we didn't try and do anything. We just kind of combined everything we love, and that's kind of what came out.
You guys are doing the indie thing, and let's talk about that versus going the mainstream route. And I'm not just talking about, you know, putting out your own records. I'm talking about even from the recording process. Yeah. You know, you guys aren't going in the studio and working with Max Martin, which I saw on one of your bios somewhere, and I love that. I just said someone wrote that somewhere.
Oh, really?
On some, yeah.
Right.
You know, no big plush studios, no Max Martin type producers. You know, we're just like banging it out in the living room with Pro Tools and a $99 microphone.
Exactly.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, so we actually started out street performing about 11 years ago, and there we made enough money to buy all of our equipment, come back to the living room, and that's how we kind of got our start. And we made our first single there, I'm Ready, and we realized, wow, we don't need a big studio. The song sounds fine how it is, and it actually just went platinum. So we figured, like, okay, this is working, so why not just stay there, not have to pay for studio time, not be rushed, and just make exactly what we want to make.
Yeah, and thanks to technology, you can definitely do that. You can absolutely do that.
Yeah, so I think you can reach a different level of creativity when you're kind of building everything yourself, and I think there's kind of a pressure when you're in the studio because you're on a time restriction.
You're on the clock.
Yeah, you're like going through Spotify top hits and saying, oh, this worked this year, let's do that, because we don't have a lot of time, let's just kind of copy what's going on. And because we have endless time, and you know, we just kind of start from a place of what hasn't been done before and go from there.
Yeah, huge benefit to living in your workspace.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's go around, find out what's your favorite song on the EP?
I would have to go with our newest single, Week.
Nice. I think Turning Out is my favorite song probably we've ever written. I think it's just like one of the most personal, honest things that I've ever come up with.
Week, Turning Out. What direction are you going in?
I think I'll have to say the first song on the EP, Come Hang Out. It's definitely our most honest song that we've ever written, and it really kind of tells our story and the struggles that we've...
Turning Out was the most honest song we've ever written. To kind of do a little
In my
battle.
opinion, it's Coming Out's the most honest. You could have Turning Out.
Okay.
Yeah. And it like really says the struggles and sacrifices that we've made to work hard to make this band successful. So I think that's something that the fans and the people are super interested in.
This is a perfect segue into what has surprised you guys the most about the music business so far? I'd be curious to get everybody's viewpoint on that.
How accepting people are of new music. I think that's something really special in today's world. People, like right now, the most popular music is the newest kind of music, and I think that is just really what we've been about since day one. So to live in a world like that is super, we're super thankful for that.
Yeah, cool.
I don't have one. Do you have something?
I think we're moving towards a time where lyrics are getting more and more honest, especially on the radio with things like Alessia Cara and Mike Posner. They're writing about real experiences, and I think that's something great that both fans and the industry are accepting people's real stories in addition to kind of the more generic, like, party songs.
Yeah, you bring up Alessia Cara. We were hanging out with her backstage just a few nights ago. We were at her show and had her on my show, and we had a great conversation about, isn't it wonderful when you're writing about real things that really resonate with everybody, not just young girls, but youth in general. I mean, I remember when I heard Here, when that first came across my desk, and it was just like, oh my God, we've all been there. We've all been there, that party where you're just like, oh shit, why am I even here? You know what I mean?
She nailed it.
She nailed it. Yeah. She totally nailed it. Okay, most exciting celebrity encounter you've had so far?
I'll go first.
Yeah, you can go.
A few weeks ago, we did Live with Kelly, and Neil Patrick Harris was the co-host.
Oh, nice.
And so we are big fans of How I Met Your Mother, so it was really cool to meet him.
Yeah.
You met Bruno Mars. That was cool?
Yeah, Bruno Mars was nice. I think the better one was we're huge fans of the band Fun.
Yeah.
And Jack Antonoff, the guitarist, I went to the same high school as him, so I saw him at a benefit.
Okay.
And I think it's really different when you meet such a big idol as opposed to meeting like a super A-list artist like Bruno Mars. Like, I love Bruno Mars, but I so look up to someone like Jack Antonoff, so I was just kind of like at a loss for words because of how much I just respect him.
Sweet.
I thought of one.
You're not getting a pass on this
Yeah, I know. We did a show at the Troubadour in LA a couple months ago, and Louis from One Direction was there, and he came up to us after our set, and he was like, "Great set, guys," and like complimented it and stuff, and shook our hands, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, nice. Now, Ryan, you, besides the fun you are having with the brothers,
and boy, is it fun, guys.
we should get into what's it like traveling on the road with your siblings. We'll do that.
Oh, yeah.
But you also have had, outside of AJR, you've had, a little bit of success with a guy called Andy Grammer.
Yeah. We actually write for a lot of different artists. I do stuff with Andy. I wrote, I don't know, you probably have it there, but Back Home and Good to Be Alive, and another one on his album.
I've had Andy on the show 3 times.
Oh, nice. Yeah. He's amazing,
Love
right?
Andy.
He's so nice. Yeah.
Great guy and
really smart.
Music.
Yeah, totally. So that's been amazing. It's really gotten our name out there as writers also. And then we've written with Rachel Platten, American authors, Time Flies, other people too. We're in the middle of hopefully writing for Major Lazer now. So we're excited. Yeah, that's kind of what we want to do. We want to be AJR, and we want to also write and produce for other artists at the same time.
Cool. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Let me ask you guys, do you have any pre-concert rituals on the road?
She's always
as we look to the tour manager.
She hates being on camera. I honestly, do we listen? We used to listen to a lot of Macklemore before we went on stage. That was like our main artist. We don't really do that anymore, but like every show, we used to listen to a different Macklemore song because he's super pump up guy. What do you do? Yeah, what do we do?
Pre-show nap is something that happens relatively often. Yeah, just roll right out of bed onto the stage.
Yeah, like that. Okay, we're going to end on this, because I know we got to let you guys go out and do your thing. What did you do with your first royalty check?
Oh, my God. Went out and bought Chipotle. What did I spend it all on?
I feel like we haven't really splurged. We haven't made money. Like, it's been just working and working.
Look, I didn't say it had to be a big royalty check. It could have been 39 cents. You know what I mean, right? Yeah.
I bought a gumball with a quarter.
I think I opened like a Schwab account to try and save my money.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Oh, man. Did you just hear that? That is incredible. All right. If you have not downloaded the EP yet, what are you waiting for? AJR in the mix. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you so much. This is great.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You just got mixed, shaken, and stirred by HK.